Yeah.
What up, everybody, to the TroubleShooters podcast, your favorite podcast, every Tuesday. You can find us on YouTube. Do we go on SoundCloud yet?
No, we're not on SoundCloud.
Are we going to go on SoundCloud?
Next week.
Maybe
probably.
this week? This one.
This one.
Find us on SoundCloud, and then we're trying to get on other podcast services, but every Tuesday.
We'll let you know.
Subscribe.
Tuesdays.
These podcasts usually go for an hour long, so strap in, grab some popcorn, and just tune in for the conversation. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. My name is Cameron.
I'm Gomez.
I'm Abraham. You already know what it is.
I got like a nasty cough, so just bear with me.
I was sick last week. I was sick really bad. We gotta go shoot a shoot a video in a desert when it was super cold. I was sick
In the wilderness.
in the wilderness.
Bear Grylls.
So maybe we should start off with that. Yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. We never done something like that before. I don't know where you guys can find this video. I don't know who's editing it actually.
Yeah. What he said.
Yeah, when's the video coming out, Gomez?
October 24th.
Next year
Yeah.
or 2 years?
We're gonna go and post for a while. I have to live with it, you know? Just,
Yeah. You have
just
to
live
soak
with
in.
yeah.
Try talking to a mic. Sorry.
Just let it resonate in my chakras and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we met up at your house in Riverside.
Address? You want to drop your address?
No one's gonna find you.
1478
No one's gonna find you.
13th Street,
No one's gonna find you.
Friday the 12th.
Anyways, so yeah, we met up there, and then we left around like 4:30. Went to go pick up our buddy Sean. Shout out to Sean.
Yeah.
Uh,
Big teddy bear.
Yeah, and then from there we met up at Super Target, and then from there we want to go shoot in
Target.
Joshua
But-
Tree.
The drive there, so it was me with 4 people, the actors.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Um,
I don't even know you guys' side of the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So okay. So it was me and the actors, and then the crew in another car. And basically, the reason why I wanted the actors to drive with me to go with me was so we could rehearse the lines and kind of just talk about it, the script, and then I don't know what you guys were doing.
Playing Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
me and Cameron were doing some real work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going over the shot list, checking everything twice, like Santa.
Yeah.
No, we were playing Mario Kart, like the halfway. It was fun. I got car sick though.
But it was funny because I was like, all right, cool. We're probably gonna drive like 70 miles per hour, you know, for that fuel economy or something. But no, Nathan was flying. Nathan, the director, he was going like 95 miles per hour, swerving through the lanes. I don't know what he was doing. Like,
Yeah, that's why I got sick.
yeah, you were doing.
I didn't know how fast he was going.
I didn't think he was going.
You guys
fast.
couldn't see it,
I
but
didn't-
you were
yeah.
like spinning around like when you get hit in Mario.
We thought you were behind us the whole time. We would look back. We're like,
No,
man.
there would be times where like you guys would be in the horizon, and I'd be like, ah.
Your car couldn't keep up or
Do
what?
the-
Well, yeah, I was like trying to keep into the lanes, but no, it wasn't that like I was trying to keep up. I was just driving slower because I was like, there's no need to be going 90 miles per hour. I know the exit. So it was just but
Did you guys GPS it, or were you going off like what the directions that Nathan gave you?
well, we were going off of the directions that he gave us, but it was dumb because it wasn't even the exit. Like, it was like Cotton Springs or something like that, and that wasn't even the right exit. But then it was when we got off the freeway finally after like 2 hours of driving.
Was it 2 hours? How long did it felt fast, dude, honestly.
For you guys, but we were driving for a long time.
Dude, it felt so
It
fast.
felt so long. Well, maybe because I was driving, and maybe because you were playing Mario Kart the whole time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
probably.
But then when we got off the freeway, it was already dark. It was like 6 or something like that, and then we were just driving for like 6 miles through just like a dead road.
Dude, that road was so scary.
It was scary because it was like pitch black.
There's nobody there. Like, there's no signs of life.
And then after we got off the road and found our location, we ran into some difficulties.
All right, so yeah, we pull over to the side of the road because Nathan was like, "Oh, this spot looks pretty good." I was like, "Okay, cool."
And in my
So
car,
then-
we follow.
Yeah. So then we we pull over. All of it. Well, I didn't get out the car actually. Did you get out the car, Abraham? Anyways,
Wait,
I don't
when
think
do
so.
you mean?
The first time we got off, like when they
No, we stayed at Nathan went looking. He was like,
everyone,
he went to the wilderness.
Diego got out too, and I was still in the back. I was just like, "Huh, what's going on?" So then, Nathan gets back in the car. We almost leave Diego. Diego gets in the car, and then we're like, all right, let's go. Let's get out of here. This place kind of sucks.
When?
So then.
This is when we first pulled
So then we back out. And then we realized Nathan's car was stuck. We're like,
Like
he
turned it on, and then when he tried to reverse, the car just stalled. Because of like all the.
Hold on. That was the second time.
Oh.
So yeah, the first time he backs out. He's like, oh wait, my car is stuck. So then we look, and then everyone gets out the car, and then we're like.
His car is buried.
Yeah, his car is buried. And then Sean, luckily we had Sean, because I wouldn't have thought of this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys would have thought of. But if I was by myself, I would have been like, my car is stuck.
I never did it, but I saw it in the movies.
Yeah. So then Sean starts digging and stuff, and luckily we had our firewood that we were gonna use for the shoot. So we put the firewood underneath his car, and then we push, but we put it on neutral. We push, it's impossible. So we're like, all right, we have to turn the car on. He has to go. So then we turn on the car, and then he's pushing, but the car wouldn't even start, and we're like, what? But I don't think his car was on in the first place.
Well, okay, so the thing was there was a misunderstanding. So Sean was like, put it in reverse, and then as we push, you you just step on the gas a bit so you can help us. But Nathan was like, oh, we'll put it in neutral so we can just push it, and that way the traction doesn't get in the way. And that's why it was it wasn't on. But then Sean was like, no, turn it on.
So yeah, anyways, he turns it on. We push it out. Easy, we did it. Yay, hooray! And then we're like, okay, Gomez, your car might be stuck. Just go back. Just back up.
Yeah. So,
but for some reason, this guy, I just see the tires go so fast, dude. I don't understand. I personally, to be honest, I wouldn't have known that if you go super fast, you start digging yourself in the hole. I wouldn't have known that. But still, if I was driving, dude, I still wouldn't back up that fast. Well, so the I don't drive that fast.
Why
did you want to go fast?
So I put it into reverse, and then I started slowly. You guys probably couldn't tell because I don't know why, but I started slowly, and then I felt like it was starting to go into that I was starting to lose traction. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to just.
His car wasn't stuck, mind you. It wasn't stuck.
I wish we had BTS. I wanted to record BTS, but I didn't want to use our battery packs.
Yeah. I was like, let me just get out of this. So I pressed on the gas more, and then that's when it just started. Excuse me. That's when it just started losing all the traction, and then my tires just started spinning. And then the bad part is that we were my car was 2 feet from the actual road, and so we probably didn't even have, because it wasn't stuck. So we probably didn't even have to, I didn't even have to back up, really. We could have just pushed it out.
Yeah.
And then from there, we could have just went, I could have just drove out, but in hindsight, it's 2020.
Anyways, it felt like forever. It felt like we were telling you to stop and you weren't letting go. But,
it was 2 seconds for me.
Yeah, but it felt like a whole minute. Everyone telling you to stop, and you kept going.
And I'm just
I was just watching it go by. And Sean was saying stop so much that I was like this. And I look at Sean, and Sean's like, no, he's pulling his hair, he's like this, and he's stressing out. He's like, no, stop. And then everyone, and no one's saying anything but Sean. Sean's the one who's screaming, and then everyone else realizes and says, stop. And then I guess that's when you finally hear everyone saying stop. But it felt so long. It felt like you were going fast for a whole minute, dude.
It was 3 seconds, but I guess it did feel like.
Yeah, it felt like a long time. I don't know. It's weird. When you experience something, it felt like so long, but I felt it's only like 60 seconds went by.
And then we finally. we dug the car out basically, and then we finally got it out.
Sean dug the car out.
Yeah,
Sean did one side, and then the other
Sean
side
did,
was dug out too. But Sean did the first car by himself, and then Sean's the savior of the day.
Yeah, and then so we back out. We finally get in. Okay, so then
oh
so hold on. So we get in Nathan's car, and we start going, and then we're like, wait a minute, stop, and then we're like, what? And then Nathan was like, what? And then I'm like, guys, Abraham's still in the, he's not even in the car. We started going. And then,
really?
I was tying my shoe. I think my shoe was untied, so I was like, oh.
Abraham looks up.
So I was I was leaning on the back of the car, for support, and I was tying my shoe, and then the car starts moving. I was like, what the and then Nathan tried to kill me, dude. He's out to get me.
So anyways, Abraham gets in the car.
Possible directive.
And we're like, all right, we're ready for another 30-minute drive. And then like he then just turns around. We're like, oh, right here seems good. We're like, it's just literally across the street from where we actually
were
shot.
on this side of the road right here. Is where we stuck.
He literally
we turned around and then we were like, oh, this is the spot.
Yeah. We're like,
my.
oh, cool.
And then we all got out and then we.
I felt like just a little like I felt so bad for getting the car stuck. Like I was like, all right, guys, like I'm just waiting in the car. I don't want to like mess anything else up because. That I mean, even though it probably was only like another like 10-minute delay, like it was something that didn't have to happen. It was just like unneeded stress on everybody, especially Sean because he was the one that like saved us. So I felt really bad. I was like, I've been on the low. I've been taking my time.
So yeah, then we get out, we eat some snacks, and then we go out to shoot, and then that's it. Yeah, the shooting was okay. The shooting was. I think it was fun. I mean, it wasn't fun for me personally because I was in the fire, breathing in all the smoke, dude. On the drive back home, dude, like, until we got maybe back to this, like, after we passed the super target, like, that's when my chest stopped hurting.
So for the shoot, we had a live fire, like a little fire pit, and it was more technically difficult because like we had to keep the fire alive, and then we like every once in a while we'd have to stop and go get firewood.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't think it was that bad though.
I mean,
It was just. It seemed. I think we've done shoots that long, but for some reason, I think just being out in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere with like no resources and everything, it just made it feel so much longer.
We were in Joshua Tree and like the sky was beautiful. Like when we turn off all the lights, you just look up, like you could actually see constellations and stuff. Like it was amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like you can like see the Milky Way.
But it was really like a 5-hour shoot. It was only like a 5 because
it was 6. It was like 6.
We got there.
Because we got there at 6.
We got there at 6:30, and then we moved to the other side.
Yeah.
And then we left like 12:30.
12:40.
12:40. Yeah.
All right, what? 10 minutes. All right.
A lot of people live their whole life in 10 minutes.
So yeah, and then it was cool. It was cool. And I drive back home. I was chill.
I fell asleep. I knocked out.
I knocked out for a little bit.
Oh, the drive was tough for me because like I'm not. As soon as it gets dark and I'm driving, I'm just like even if I'm not tired, and so I was. Like, that was one of the things I was really worried about, the drive back, because I was the driver on the way back, and, like, no one else knows how to drive stick except Abe, apparently.
Nah, I could have drove, but you seemed okay.
And so what I did was, like, I got this, like, super hardcore extra strength coffee from my work, and then just, like...
Dude, that thing was... Like, it looked like soy sauce.
Yeah, it looked like soy sauce, and it looked like black tar, and... I snorted it and he was weird.
I was like, but so like I was fine for like the first 30 minutes, but I knew I was gonna start dying. So I started drinking the coffee like right as we left, so it would kick in like 20 or 30 minutes later. Well, I was sipping it at first, and then like there was a part where I kind of just it was like running a marathon. Yeah. There was a part where I kind of hit a wall, and so I just chugged it, but I like after like the last 40 minutes of driving,
dude, I
was like, let's go. I was super hyped up.
When you got home, did you knock out right away, or was it still like hitting you?
Well, I was tired enough from like the day that I could go to sleep, luckily, because I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. the next day, so I only slept like 3 hours.
No wonder you're sick now.
Yeah, that's what I do for the art.
That's crazy. Yeah, when I got home, dude, I knocked out. Like I couldn't really do anything. I don't remember that night when I got home. I got home and I knocked out like right away.
Yeah, I got home and took a shower because I felt disgusting.
Yeah,
dude.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
And my clothes still smell like from that day. I haven't washed them yet, but like they smell like firewood. It's disgusting. Our equipment still smells like firewood.
Yeah, I can smell the firewood right now. Like it's getting me kind of sick.
Yeah, so try to avoid filming with fire
if you can.
But yeah, I hope the video turns out to be cool. It was kind of rough because we kind of forgot which scenes we shot. We should have wrote that down.
So we were kind of like towards the end, we were kind of just trying to speed it up, and we were kind of just like, all right, like let's just go, let's just do this.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, like there were some like issues we ran like issues we faced, but it was great. Like I had a fun time. For me, like from an acting standpoint, it was hard at the beginning, and like towards the middle of it, trying to focus and like just get into it. Cause I was still beating myself up for like what had happened during the getting my car stuck, and so I was like, oh, so it was hard to just get into it, but luckily psychologist Abe was ad-libbing some keys for me.
Gotta keep the actors motivated.
Yeah. It was like, you're fucking trash! Act already!
What are you, stupid? You can't remember your line? They're just words!
Do you remember? Do you still remember the whole script? Like, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Apologies, just we're not. We're not gonna do that. But yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah. Hopefully the video turns out good. Well, maybe we'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Keep you updated on the podcast. So, whatever happens to it, we don't know yet. But
and then just want a little quick shout out to Haley for not only supplying all the food, water. She was a dead body. Like she literally laid on the ground for like 6 hours.
Shout out to Haley.
Shout out to Jake though for being such a great actor.
Jake has like no experience and he just came out and killed it.
He's a natural dude.
And then Diego, the sound guy, just came out there. He didn't say a word the whole time. He was just laser focused.
Yeah, because it was me, Cameron, Gomez. Me and Cameron were like the cinematographers,
DP.
lights, and we were pretty much setting up everything, like making it look pretty and stuff. Yeah. And then Nathan was the director.
Firewood gatherer.
Was his first time directing?
Yeah, that was his first time doing anything.
So and then Jake, his first time acting, he killed it. He did really good. Sean, he's been acting for a long time, and he did, it was really good and everything. Haley came in clutch with the Uncrustables and snacks. That's a great snack idea, because we always, when we film, we usually just get pizza, Little Caesars pizza.
And we're starving the whole time.
But I feel like Uncrustables for like a mobile shoot, that's a good idea.
Chips and Uncrustables and granola bars. Basically just carbs.
Yeah.
To keep you going. Then Diego, he put on his hat. He had this he had sunglasses on and it was pitch black, so he couldn't see anything. So I'm pretty sure he was like Daredevil at like just seeing through his like other senses, which was, and then he didn't say a word the whole time. He was just like, "What do you need me? All right, cool."
Yeah, Diego just did everything. Like everybody else was kind of frustrated, like on set. It was kind of like everybody was kind of like getting kind of mad at each other.
I think it was because we were working really hard. I think we needed a 5-minute break, but we were short on time, so we didn't have that.
There were some times where it was just a little tense.
Yeah, like there wasn't like any serious thing, but people would just like snap at each other.
Yeah,
I even did it kind of once, and I was like, I gotta chill.
And it was because like we would mess around. Like, I mean, we were pretty focused the whole time, but there'd be times where we'd like mess around, and then like we do it, and then the people who weren't messing around were like, "Come on, guys, like let's focus." Yeah. And then later, like those people wouldn't be messing around. The other people wouldn't be like, "Let's go." Just stuff like that. But it was good stuff. I'm still dealing with the aftermath.
Alright, we wanted to talk about something serious. Cameron was gonna prep us for it.
Justice League sucked, huh?
Oh man.
So yeah, after that the shoot, I think. Wait, when did Justice League come out? Was it
last Friday?
So when did we shoot the video?
That
Friday? No, Saturday.
Saturday. We shot Saturday.
Oh yeah. So I didn't have time to see Justice League, but I didn't really care. Apparently it's a big flop in the box office. I don't know how much.
It made like
90. It made 96 million.
It made like 200 and something international.
But it had a 300 $300 million budget, right? That's what I read.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't think did it reach the budget. I don't think it did.
Maybe worldwide, I don't know, but
it made like 140 something worldwide.
I know that it opened up in 36 countries and it didn't make as much money as I think Avengers when it opened up in like 16 extra countries.
Yeah, Avengers made like 200 million in the first day or opening weekend, I think.
So that's kind of sad, but the reason why I'll bring it up is because Gomez actually saw it, huh?
Yeah, so like
how was it, dude? Just spoil it for everybody. I don't care. I'm never gonna watch it. Maybe I'll watch it when it comes out.
But if you care about Justice League, don't watch.
Hey, Rob, you haven't seen it.
No, but
do you care?
No, before we spoil it, but I want to just mention that it's weird because like
we can talk about it before without the spoilers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're not spoiling yet, but we'll let you know. Don't trip out. Don't.
So unspoil it.
Yeah, like it's weird because I like growing up like. It's so weird to me that I don't want to go see Justice League.
There's such great characters
that like that I had to like think about it. Whereas like when the Avengers or like Guardians and all these other movies, I have to see it. Like especially the first Avengers. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just that Justice League came late into the game and they're like everything's kind of falling into the wrong places. Like they're just not as prepared, or they're rushing things out the gate. But it's just weird to me that like there's a Justice League movie with all the DC, like not, I mean, obviously it's not the whole Justice League, but still a Justice League, and that I'm just like whatever about it. Like that's just really weird to me. Like, cause like, I mean, kids growing up with comic books like 10 years ago or whatever, like they would have lost their minds. Like this would have been, this is insane. Like when you think about it,
because they're the bigger brand. Previous to the expanded universes and like for films, they were the bigger brand, I'd say. Like DC.
Well, yeah,
like
Batman and Superman are probably like the most iconic heroes. Yeah. So, but yeah, I just think it's kind of trippy, and I think I'm not gonna watch it. So yeah.
You're not gonna miss much. But Cameron, why don't you want to watch it, or like why are you like I don't.
I mean, the time's already passed. Like I usually just like. I usually watch these movies like on the day they come out, and like sometimes when it just like happens, like I don't really care about it anymore. That's how I felt though. I felt the same way with Battlefront 2. Like I don't really care. Like
the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was so hyped for the story, but then like I missed it, and I don't really care. Like I saw all the spoilers. The story sucked anyways. I'm like, thank God, the campaign sucked. So then, so yeah, I'm not really missing much, and plus I have other stuff I can just indulge myself in, like Mario Odyssey and stuff. I'd rather put my time into that. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really care.
It's funny that you mentioned it. I think that is true for a lot of things. Like I didn't see Thor Ragnarok from I hear it's amazing, but
it's
like
crazy. Very good.
But you know what I mean? But like that you mentioned that like there's that, or at least for me, there's that time period where like the hype is there, and like I either watch it, like something pushes me over the edge to buy it or do it or not. But if I miss that like period, like when a new game comes out, like Battlefront, like when it's hype and it's brand new, like it's like that hype, and I'm like, am I gonna get it or not? But like with Justice League, it's just like, no, like it's just that, like it. I think it's because Man of Steel and Batman v Superman both kind of like their track record like hasn't set up.
It's crazy though, because Wonder Woman was their last film, and Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was great.
I think it was great. Like. I think as a film.
Here we go, sexist Gomez.
No, okay.
You hate women.
Wow, Gomez hates women.
Wow.
Women are inferior. No. So like I always say this, like I think Wonder Woman was a great film culturally, and like the impact was great, and this is not because it was like a woman director or woman film woman led film, but I just think it wasn't anything new to this like superhero
You're
genre.
Crazy.
Aside from it being like a woman, like a woman in the lead, like the villain, whatever his name was, Ares. He was what, like it just this it. Okay, for me, it's that like I'm tired of this like, oh, I'm this like immortal being that comes from this other world, and like I want to destroy Earth or whatever. I'm just kind of like tired of seeing that, like X-Men Apocalypse, and then even Justice League and just like, stuff like that. Like I was just like, I'm not. But the film was good. I like the chemistry between Gal Gadot.
I get what you're saying about the villains. I think a lot of superhero movies, that's like their biggest flaw is just the villain. Like that's even Guardians, the first Guardians, like Ronan kind of, he was just like whatever, you know what I mean? But I think what's important is like the character and
so
like Wonder Woman and
Diana Prince. Her character in Wonder Woman was really good. And I think that has to do more with like. Well, just her as a character in like comics and stuff, but what's her name? The director, Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins. Yeah.
Like she did a good job with that one. But yeah, so and then Justice League, I just watched it just to watch it, just because I was like, oh, it's like Batman. It's like it's the Avengers, but but for DC, and so I was like, and
so we're cut to Gomez's small review segment of Justice League. So spoilers here. Come back, watch it. More than welcome. Let's go into it.
Yeah, I wanted to get into Wonder Woman, but never mind. I was gonna say like
it's not about Wonder Woman.
I know, but I was gonna say I loved the movie. I thought the movie was awesome until the third act where Ares comes in. Like I thought it brought everything new into the there was some stuff in there that I haven't seen before, like how they dealt with war and all that. I thought that was dope. Wonder Woman's awesome movie. Except the ending. Ending sucked. I wanted it to be over. Anyways, okay. Sorry.
All right, spoilers now. I don't want to say that.
So yeah. Spoiler. Justice League, like, I mean, I just went into it because I was like, this is, like, Justice League, like, the DCU is finally, like, we're finally getting a film with all these characters coming together. Because in other films, they kind of, like blend them a bit, but just never really like this. Like a whole movie dedicated to the whole group, like collective. And so I just watched it because I was like, all right, like I'll check it out. Well, why not?
How bad can this be?
Okay, so we get into the theater. It starts off with this like this. It was worse than just, like it was like they made it a clip from a phone of Superman like saving some kid at school, and then it's weird because it's just like some kids holding the camera like this apparently. I don't know. And so it's like just Superman, and then they're like, oh, Superman, you came and saved us, you're a hero. And then he's just standing there, he's like looking off, he's like, yeah, whatever, you know, like he just has that like air about him. And then they're like, so the S on your costume isn't from S. Isn't an S. It means hope. And he's like, yeah, it's supposed to wind like a river. And this is
that sounds nasty.
Yeah.
Exposition.
And see,
is that an S for your chest, Superman? Where you came from your home?
Yeah. And so disgusting. The thing is, like, I think it would work if you like the character, but you don't care about the character. And this is like the main issue throughout like all their films, I think. And then obviously like there's this in the beginning, especially like in like the introduction of the film, you can really see like Zack Snyder's touch of it, where it's like there's like slow motion sequences where it's just like why. But then another thing was like what's his name, Henry Cavill, like his upper lip in the beginning, nasty, because apparently like for the reshoots he was already doing another film, and so when they called him back, the company that was doing that film, like they didn't let him shave his mustache because he had a
Paramount
mustache.
Who wouldn't let him shave?
I don't know who it was, but so they had to basically like scrub his upper lip clean for the Justice League reshoots. And it's, I think like they did that in the beginning where they had like the phone quality camera. They like his lip looks so weird,
like you can tell.
Yeah, and so they just made it look all grainy, like the rest of it, just to kind of disguise it, I guess. But it was bad. And then like the beginning, there was like this heist where Wonder Woman came to save the day, and it was so dumb because it was like all rushed, and they were just kind of like trying to rush it. Because, okay, so in the trailers, there's this joke where some guy from the museum's like, oh, Diana, what'd you do this weekend? She was like, oh, it was just a normal weekend for a normal girl. And so, for, like, there was, like, the scene where it's, like, these guys, like, they rush into, I don't even know, it was, like, a school or something.
Does
like,
she do the sweeping leg kick?
Yeah, something like that. So, like, it's, like, this museum or I don't even know. It's just this building. And so they come in.
Do they play the Wonder Woman theme?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And so like they're rushing in, and then they're like, "Everyone get down!" And then there's the leader that's just like killing people, and then he opens up a briefcase and it's a bomb, and there's like this nasty exposition where it's like, "Oh, we're gonna like, it's time to scrub the world clean and start anew." And then like there's this nasty exposition after that where it's like, "Oh, this bomb could destroy the like." A 4-block radius, something like that. And then Diana Prince just runs in, and then there's this like, I don't know, it just, if like the film has this air of being forced about it, and it just, I don't.
Wait, in the movie, is Wonder Woman supposed to be like, are people not supposed to know she's Wonder Woman? Because he said in the trailer, they're like, oh, what'd you do this weekend?
Yeah.
But like she shows her face clearly, and like, do you get me? Do they answer that in the movie?
They don't mention it, but there's this kind of like, they don't talk about it, but obviously you know who she is. And then when she goes and saves people, she's not like, don't tell them my name.
But like Batman, nobody knows it's Bruce. Well, I mean, no, he tells the Justice League members, I think.
Yeah.
But like the people don't know. But do the people know that like?
No one talks about it, but I mean, it's kind of just assumed. Okay. Because like after she saves, like, okay, so it's even dumber too, because like there's a sequence where she's like blocking the bullets from the guy. That like so like she kills everyone else, and then like the guy's like coming in and he's like, all right, if I can't destroy everyone with the bomb, then I'm gonna kill everyone here myself. And so he's like trying to shoot everyone, and then Diana's like, they're all in a line, and then Wonder Woman, she's like running across the row, like the rows of people, and she's like like blocking the bullets, and it's just so just so corny.
It's like he's not even trying to kill people, he's shooting in the air, and she's just like
yeah. And I don't know.
So what was the point in the movie where you're like, damn, this is so bad?
Oh,
wait, no, I'll say that question.
Okay, so there's like they did like a bunch of introductions for all the characters because you really haven't seen like the Flash and stuff like that.
Who's your favorite character in the movie?
I think the most. So, I mean, my favorite character from the film, and when I say favorite, I mean like the one I could tolerate the most would have to be Cyborg. Because
yeah, I heard he was the best.
He was the most like grounded character. Because the Flash, he was just like this like quirky, very eccentric character where he's like, I mean, he's just like new to the whole world. So he's like, oh, I've never done this before. Like, oh, like blood, just kind of that kind of guy, like this geeky guy.
It's like 11.
Works.
Wait, what do you mean? He's new to the world.
Well, just like
yeah, I don't
being
think
a hero,
yeah,
and saving people and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because like in the trailer, he's like, yeah, I don't really do this kind of stuff. Like all I do is just go really fast and push people.
Yeah. And so there's a sequence where what's his name? Steppenwolf. He has like a bunch of hostages, and then like the group is like looking down at them from a window, and then Batman looks to which is dumb because I don't know how they didn't know they were there, but Batman goes to Flash and he's like, all right, go in there and save one person. That's your job. And then the Flash is like, and then what? And then he's like, you'll know. And just dumb stuff like that. But so the most
gets everybody killed.
So what's the part that you like the point where you were like, oh, this is terrible?
Okay, so there was like a bunch of like, I mean, pretty much from the beginning, I was like, this is atrocious. Like there was just moments. Okay, so let me give you an example because I can't remember like the first part, like the first time where I was like that. But there was this sequence where.
Real quick, did you go in with an open mind, or did you go in?
Oh yeah. So when I went, like the person I went with, I was like, all right, like, I saw a trailer, or I saw like clips of a trailer, but I have a completely open mind. Like I don't have like, oh, this is gonna suck. I have no expectations. Okay. So I was like, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna go in. But then, so when we go there, and then there's a sequence where they bring it's like there's not even a spoiler. They bring Superman back to life.
How do they bring him back to life?
The way they do it is so there's 3 cubes that are spread out basically a bunch of like the different races of beings on Earth.
Wait, what are they called? The Doom boxes or something like that?
Yeah, Mother boxes.
Mother boxes, yes.
The Atlanteans, the Amazons, the Amazonians, and then humans, and so they each have a cube, and so like. The first part is Steppenwolf. He goes to the Amazonians, like their sacred place, and he steals a cube. He basically just like slaughters all the Amazonians.
Is it like Natural Libre when he takes all the supplies? He just like.
Yeah, basically.
Did they show Atlantis? Is Atlantis cool?
Oh man! And so then they don't even show Atlantis. Like when, for some reason, Aquaman isn't there, and then it's like Amber Heard and some other guy, and they're just like,
she's Mara, yeah.
And there's just like 2 people there. Like standing outside, they're just standing there, and then Steppenwolf comes in, and then like they go in, and she has this. I don't know what she was doing, but she's like, I don't know. Her power wasn't really clear, but she would like make bubbles.
She farted.
Yeah, her power was farting, passing gas. But like, and then it looked like she was like stopping timers. I don't know. It was just weird. But then she gets the crap beaten out of her.
By Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
Who is Steppenwolf? I don't even.
Whatever. He's like Darkseid's minion. He's like the Ronin to Thanos. Yeah.
And then so Aquaman comes in the aftermath, and he comes in like as Steppenwolf's getting away. He tries to fight him, but he gets beat up. And then Mara's like, whether you want this responsibility or not, it's yours. You gotta be a hero. And so that's what pushes him to join the Justice League, because Batman tries to get him to join, but he's like, nah. And so like they bring Superman back to life in the.
Who brings him back to life?
The
Justice
group.
League?
Yeah.
Everybody there? Everybody's there.
Yeah. So they take the mother box from the humans.
What? That's so dumb.
Okay. Look.
Finish explaining first.
Yeah. So. Steppenwolf gets 2 of the mother boxes, and then Cyborg finds the other one, the ones that the humans, because the humans buried it.
He's
because
like, it's probably like right here.
So Cyborg gets his powers from the mother box, right?
Oh yeah, so Cyborg, he has like the character, he has like there's this like fatal crash, and then his dad is like the scientist, so he kind of like brings the elements from the mother box to Cyborg's character, and so he becomes like half.
That's cool.
And so his character is really cool because there's kind of like you can see the fight from the human and the computer side, or like the cyborg side, where he's talking about like how he's like evolving every single day.
Yeah.
And how every single day like the cyborg side of him becomes stronger. And there's this really cool sequence after they bring him back to... Oh, I'll get to that right now. Let's
bring him back to life.
Yeah, so they Cyborg finds a mother box. They go to Superman's ship, and then they're like... Because Batman's like, oh, we get this amniotic fluid from the chamber, and we'll put him in there, and that will be stable enough for us to bring him back to life.
Yeah, how do they know all this? Like, who's like... Who Batman brings this up?
Batman's like... Yeah, he's like,
what the hell? What is he, Tony
Siri.
Stark now? And he's like, oh.
I guess. But so they take him there.
If anything, I would think it would be Cyborg.
Yeah, Cyborg should be the one who's like, from his dad's like research or something. Yeah. I don't know. That's pretty stupid.
Batman's the one that wants them to do it, and everyone else is like, no.
It's Alfred telling him in his earpiece, we need to do this.
Everyone's like, no, this isn't right. And then so they get there, and then basically they're like, oh, Lex Luthor fried the system. And so they get...
He's in this movie?
No.
Oh.
But they're talking about like the aftermath. And so they get the Flash to like go down the hall and just sprint over there and like cause... Because the Flash is like, if I get far enough, I can create a spark that might bring it back. And then, so I'm thinking like he's gonna run halfway across the world and like make this huge spark, right? But he literally goes to like the other hall of the ship. And he's like... And they do this super dramatic countdown where it's like 5 and it's on Aquaman or somebody. And then the Flash is like 5, and so it just keeps cutting back, and it's like 10 seconds of that. It's just like 5, 5, 4, 4, and then he runs, and it's just like super dramatic sequence. And then the cube touches, like the whole point he has to touch the cube to give the spark. It's like the moment it touches the amniotic fluid, and so it's like this whole dramatic sequence where like he's flying across the screen, and then like the cube touches it and he touches it, and then he goes flying, and then there's this spark, and then they're like, and then Superman's gone because he just flew out. And so then they go to
what?
Like, yeah.
So wait a minute.
Superman wakes up.
So wait. Yeah. What the hell? He's like, flies out.
Yeah. Okay. So
hold on. So in Batman v Superman, at the very end of that movie,
that's what I was talking
the
about.
gravel raises up.
Oh my God.
Where is that gravel raised
that's
up
what I was
from?
like. I'm like, I thought he was already alive.
Yeah.
Like
do they show that scene in the movie?
So when the rest of the Justice League is like, all right, I guess we got to bring him back to life. There's like they cut to Cyborg and the Flash digging up the box.
So what's the gravel doesn't raise up?
That's not included at all.
What?
Yeah.
So it cuts to Flash and Jason Momoa. He's not even Aquaman.
No, Cyborg.
Oh, Cyborg. So it's just them digging up the grave. Where did they just pull out the body or what?
Yeah. So they just dig him up and then.
Does this happen at nighttime or at daytime?
Okay. The Flash is like, we shouldn't be doing this. And so he's... it was really going through.
Okay. So they bring Superman back to life in the ship.
Yeah, so he comes back to life, and then he wakes up and he's like, ooh, and the whole thing is like...
Well, what about the big old stab wound in his chest? Like, how does he... Gone?
Yeah. So the whole thing is like...
Is he Logan? He's not Wolverine. He can't heal.
The whole thing is like, he doesn't know who he is. And so he's like in this rage, and then he flies to like the memorial of all the...
He just snaps everybody's necks.
Yeah.
Man of Steel.
So he like... he flies to the memorial that they made for him, and then he goes there, and then everyone else shows up there, like all the heroes. And I guess Diana Prince, Cyborg, and the Flash, and Aquaman get there fast because they have their powers. And then Bruce Wayne doesn't show up for like 10 minutes.
That's fun.
They just show clips. He's like, oh, hold on, yeah. And so they're like, oh, Superman, like, remember who you are. And then it's like Diana Prince, and then they're all there. And then the Cyborg...
she's never met him, though.
She kinda.
Did she? Wait.
Kinda.
I don't... Oh, wait. No, they
Superman.
did. That's right.
And then the Cyborg character, like... His like the cyborg side of him senses danger, and so it like goes into like self-defense mode, and so he like goes and like shoots a laser at him or like a missile
at Superman.
Oh my!
God.
And Superman's butt naked right here, and so
so he's naked.
Yeah, he has no clothes on, but you can't see anything. Unfortunately, I mean.
Wait, so they digged up his body and his body was naked?
Well, he was in a suit, but to put him in the fluid, they took off his clothes and stuff.
They're like, dude, look at his.
They're like, bro, look at
That ain't super.
Oh my god! And then there was this one guy to the right of us.
So he was naked in Metropolis.
Yeah. So there was this, and there was this. Hold on, there was this.
There's
one
footage of that online.
There was this
traumatized.
There was this one guy to the right of us. Every like, you know how superheroes like in superhero movies they put these like nasty, corny like jokes in there to like kind of diffuse like the seriousness. Every time they made a joke, the guy in the right to the right of us would be like, oh! He would be like Patrick when he does that laugh.
Yeah, the coconut.
And then and so yeah, and so they shoot the missile. So Cyborg shoots the missile. He's like, I can't stop myself. So he shoots the missile, and then Superman just grabs it.
Oh shit, that's pretty badass.
And he's just like,
that's pretty cool.
And then
Makes
Superman.
out with Wonder Woman. He's like, I can't stop myself.
yeah, he's like attacking.
My pants are coming off. Oh no, I'm spreading your leg. And then anyway,
God.
and so like Superman proceeds to beat the crap out of them, and then Aquaman comes.
He beats the crap out of them?
Or he starts fighting them.
Stop making Superman the bad guy in every single
and
movie.
then okay, so the let me just stop it. Henry Cavill,
he's
is
acting
trash.
Yeah, he's acting.
He was like trying to struggle, but it looked forced. He was like and then he would do these like cheesy smiles, and then
Was he buff though?
Yeah,
he smiles in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And so Diana. Okay, so like Henry Cavill was
smile.
Bad. Diana Prince. Gal Gadot, she's cool, but bad actress in my opinion. So like, the moments that they would try to create felt like so forced. Not only because of them as like actors, I guess, but just because you don't care about the characters. But then, so the way they like calm him down, Batman brings Lois Lane, or what's her name?
Martha?
The reporter?
Lane.
Lois Lane. He brings Lois Lane, and then she's
Amy,
like, Clark! And then he's like, who? And then he kind of just like diffuses.
Like King Kong.
yeah.
God, I hate that. Dude, I love that in Thor Ragnarok where they play on that. That was so funny.
Chill.
Okay,
I actually
sorry.
want to watch a good movie.
Alright.
So he diffuses, and then he takes her, and then they fly to Kansas or
Thor
Nebraska or whatever. And then yeah, like the movie just okay. So then during that fight scene, there was this like the moment where I was like, all right, this is like, I should walk out, but I'm just gonna stay because I paid a lot of money to watch this. So that moment was where when he flies to the memorial, and then they all start fighting, and then like he throws Diana Prince or Wonder Woman, and then he goes after her, and then he like headbutts her, and she's like, oh, and then she headbutts him back, and he's like, oh, and then like, and then I was like, all right. 2 headbutts, that's enough. Like, if you do a third one, I like, it's gonna become like this farce comedy.
And then Batman comes in.
No, and then Superman grabs her, and he's like, ooh.
He does it again.
I'm trying so hard not to cough. Sorry, I'm sick. But so he like winds back like 20 feet. He's like, oh, boo. And then he headbutts her, and then she like flies into the pavement, and she just like flies back into the pavement, and then like me and the person that I went with, we both looked at each other and we were like, we gotta get out of here, like this is bad. So it just like, it was like a close up to the headbutt, and then it cuts back to like a wide shot, and you just see Diana Prince like fly into the ground, and they were and then so another one of the things that like made the film bad. Because
when did they fight Steppenwolf?
So they fight him in the end, and it's like in Russia, but
in Russia,
yeah.
It's like an Age of Ultron thing where like they're in a remote town where like, oh my god.
And then like for that one, they all get there, and then Batman's like trying to distract all the little like the bugs the minions, and then they're all fighting. I don't remember. I don't care, to be honest.
The parademons?
Yeah, and then real quick, to go backtrack this a bit. So Aquaman's character, like, he was cool. They made him a badass.
Bro! Dude, does he do that a lot?
They made him a badass. And there was moments where, like, when he's walking to go back into the water, when Batman's trying to recruit him, and he just, like, he looks like such a badass. But then there's this scene where they're flying resurrect Superman. And then it's just him like, oh, like, I care about you guys. But like the whole kick is that Diana Prince had like the lasso of truth on him, so he's like, oh, like I'm nervous because I've never, like I don't want to die. I've got stuff to do in my life, you know, and just stuff like that. And so they made him like this kind of cheesy character in some parts.
Yeah.
But and so one of the worst things that they would do, like they did, that ruined the film, because like in acting is reacting, and so a lot of the shots in movies sometimes are like reaction shots when another actor or character is like speaking dialogue. And there was this one moment where Aquaman and Diana Prince are fighting Steppenwolf, and in the end, and they're like all fighting him, and then Batman's like trying to survive because he doesn't have powers, and then they both get the crap beaten out of them, and then Superman comes and like stops him. They don't do it, but it's like one of those moments where like he's gonna throw a punch, and then he grabs his fist and he's like, not today. And then when Superman does that, Batman, like they cut to Batman and he does like this like it was that big and that bad. Like he does that kind of reaction.
He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it should have been. It would have been cooler if like you never see Batman smile throughout that whole movie.
Yeah.
And then like he gives like a little smirk. That'd be cool.
No, but like he was like,
what?
They cut to him and he does like he did it that big too, and just like stuff.
Was it Michael Keaton, the stiff Batman?
And just stuff like that just ruined the film. And so kind of just like all in all, in conclusion, kind of thing, like.
All right. One more last question about Justice League, and we can stop talking.
Yes.
I don't know.
So it was.
I have a question for you.
It was bad. It was bad.
What did you like? That's all.
Okay. All right. It's a good question.
We've been hating on it for like quite a while now. I just want to know if there's anything that's worth salvaging.
So what I liked was the moments where Aquaman was like this badass, because that was really good. And then I really liked all of Cyborg's parts. Cyborg, like him as a character and how he was.
So you're excited for his standalone movie?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is he getting one?
I think so. Like super late though.
Not with this. Not now.
Yeah, not now. Yeah.
They might just restart. To be honest.
Aren't they getting a new Batman? Doesn't Ben Affleck want out?
Or are they trying to get Jake Gyllenhaal?
Are they really? Is that real?
Okay, so Keanu Reeves is like he's gonna do a Batman trilogy, but he's like trying to find a new Batman.
Keanu Reeves.
Wait, what?
Or what's his name? Matt Reeves. Sorry.
Matt Reeves. Yeah.
So what I like about the film, I mean, there are moments where it's kind of like cheesy, but it's fun, and so it's like, oh, that's cool. The action wasn't even that good, and that's usually
the CGI. How was the CGI?
Apparently, they couldn't get his lip.
Oh yeah, his lip looked funky the whole film. Cyborg's body looked funky, like mid torso up, he looked like just like a beast. And then it just slims down so much. He has like noodle arms and legs. So
let's go back. I keep straying towards the negative. Let's keep it. What do you like?
Yeah, keep it positive.
Really, like I like Cyborg's part.
I saw. Oh, never mind.
What's his name? Alfred was cool.
Oh, I heard Alfred's.
Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, I heard his parts were dope too.
Yeah, I forgot.
Really? No, I heard he was the best part too. He only has like 3 scenes.
Nah, he was whatever.
What?
Like he wasn't even there enough to make an impact. Oh my god. When they're on the tower and then like they put the bat signal on and then everyone disappears and then the Flash is like, oh, like they just disappear like that? Oh my god. So the film, I pretty much only like Cyborg's part, really. The rest of it was hot trash.
I heard everyone's like excited because they want like, now that they got this movie out of the way, they want
It's because like
what's his? Oh my god. They want him to play J. Jonah Jameson again.
Oh really? They do?
Yeah, they want. I think so.
He should go far away from the DCEU.
Yeah.
And never come back.
Dude, that'd be so OP if he played J. Jonah Jameson again.
If he came back, dude. Well, yeah. What's his name? Oh my god.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. That's right.
Dude,
I forgot that.
I think that is by far the best casting of all time. I don't think anybody can play that character.
Dude, if it goes back to J. Jonah Jameson, whew, that's it. The MCU has already won.
That'd be nuts, dude.
He calls him and he's like, hey,
do you think they would do that though? Do you think he would do it?
Why wouldn't they?
He should though. But the thing is for I think he should do it, but I want to see him like play a bulk part of a film as that character.
As Jim Gordon?
No, J. Jonah Jameson. Oh. Because like in Spider-Man, he has a very small.
No, I'd rather have like it'll be sick if like Spider-Man: Homecoming 2, like if it's like a post like the last post credit scene you just see him come in as J. Jonah J. Oh my god, you know how I'd cry, dude.
Like Spider-Man could end up saving the day or whatever in the second one, and then he ends up like they give him the paper and he's like, he's a menace to society.
Yeah, and it comes to him. Oh my god, dude, that'll be it, dude. I jump out the seat.
I think that's the best way to do it because I think if you I think if you did it in the middle of the film, people would be like, people keep thinking about it like. And it makes them think of the old Spider-Man, but I think the end credit is a perfect place to cement it in people's minds.
I can't remember the last time I jumped out of my seat, but there's only been one moment where I lost my shit. It was when I saw J-Rock come out to Money Trees. I jumped out of my seat. That'll be another moment. If I see J. Jonah Jameson or if I see J.K. Simmons come out as
that'd be great.
Oh my god,
that'd be nuts.
lose my shit. Dude.
So in conclusion, Justice League, D+. D-.
So, okay, so what do you like better? Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, or Justice League?
Okay, Cameron knows how I feel about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I know. So Suicide Squad goes on the lowest of the low.
So let's say you said Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League, and then what else?
That's it. Those three movies. Because Man of Steel, people like that movie.
I think that one's not that bad. Like I think that's a good film.
Yeah.
So that would be like my like from worst to best. That'd be my number one. I would have to say
Suicide Squad's the lowest.
Yeah. So from at the very bottom, from like the worst one would either be Suicide Squad or Justice League.
Fuck, that sucks.
Like let's not even so we're gonna go like for number 5, tied at number 5 is gonna be Suicide Squad and Justice League, and then like we're just gonna pretend like number 4 doesn't exist. That's how bad both of those were to me. And then 3 would be
Batman v Superman.
Batman v Superman. Because there were times where I enjoyed that film.
Horrendous, dude. Like even though we watched it for free, thank God we watched it for free.
I watched that for free too, and I watched it in 3D. It was hot trash.
Thank God it was for free.
Suicide Squad. Oh my.
Dude,
Shout out to GCU.
It just sucks, dude. DC.
Yeah. At least they're doing good with Wonder Woman. That's awesome. At least.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was awesome, dude. I loved it.
I like that
until the end.
Yeah, the last.
But so, did you think Joss Whedon did a good job on it, or like, can you tell what was reshot?
So
Joss Whedon directing.
For me, and I was saying this earlier, like I can't tell if it's like Joss Whedon's like ruining Zack Snyder's version, because like if you get the best version of Zack Snyder's film, it'll be okay. Like there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be its faults.
I don't know. He did Batman v Superman.
Well, or was it like
I think it was
Joss Whedon?
I think he's done.
Zack Snyder?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, and there was this moment where like there was a fight, and then because it was like all the 3 tribes of Earth united against Steppenwolf like thousands of years ago, and it was like a bunch of like slow motion cutscenes, and I swear Zack Snyder took like a clip from 300, because there was this guy that he was like and he was like throwing a spear, and he looked like Gerard Butler.
Really?
I was like, oh my god. But
oh my god.
So 300 ties into the DC.
Yeah, it's all
it's interconnected.
So I don't know if like Joss Whedon made Zack Snyder's film tolerable, or Zack Snyder or Joss Whedon ruined it, but I don't know. It was just bad.
I saw the last. I think it's the last scene of the movie where Flash and Superman, where they race.
Oh yeah,
that looked like a Joss Whedon shot. Like it was colorful, cool. And I thought that
was cool.
I was like, that's dope. Like you see, I saw Superman smiling. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, that was cool.
Thank you.
Did they do it? Because I remember there's a Justice League episode, I think, or the cartoon where they did that.
They race. Yeah, but at the end of this movie, they race. I was like, that's
similar
dope.
to that.
Yeah, it's cool because
so
I think they're talking about who's faster.
Yeah, and then they basically like just like right there, and then they're like
it should be Flash.
It should be Flash. Yeah.
If I win, I guess
he has 1 power. I mean, come on, let's give it to the guy.
Yeah. Otherwise, what's like?
That's cool.
What do you have?
That's so cool.
I quit the
because what they messed up on the DCE, like I understand they want to go on a darker route. They want to stray away from that Marvel happiness. But what they should have done is, like, Superman should be like colorful, like Thor Ragnarok, and happy and super fun, and I should be loving Superman. Because honestly, Superman's like, it goes Spider-Man, Batman, then Superman for my like favorite superheroes of all time. It's now I like Superman more now from Batman after reading Max Landis's comic book version of him. But like Superman's so cool if you do him right. Superman's awesome. I love Superman so much. But anyways, so they should make Superman's movies super happy, and then when they cut to like a Batman movie, it should be like dark,
Yeah.
like Netflix Marvel dark.
One of the problems with
so
the film
cool.
was like, if you're gonna have a dark tone, ride that darkness until the wheels fall off, and then you can have like elements of humor. But if you're gonna have like a bright happy tone, ride that till the wheels fall off, but you can still add like that grittiness to it. But it felt like the two sides were fighting each other, and like they just couldn't figure it out. And so
because like Superman's just as dark as like Batman. Like I don't know, I just don't.
Superman.
I don't like that.
I think we should.
The DCEU should just blow
Yeah,
up.
I don't want to. I can't talk about Justice League anymore. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Happened on the put on 1-888-723-6.
Come late. Woo.
We have another topic we want to talk about, but I don't know if you guys want to keep going. It's already 55 minutes in. You guys want to keep going? You guys strapped into your seats still? I'm hungry.
I think that's pretty.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
And
then we'll
save
that.
the next topic, what's more important for next week. Give you guys something to look forward to.
So Justice League sucks, everybody.
Jesus.
Don't watch
I
it.
feel that drained me. I don't even want to talk about Justice League again.
I feel emotionally exhausted.
That sucks.
I feel like what Superman was trying to be.
That sucks. That's terrible. I'm sad. I wish it would have done good.
Can you imagine?
It's okay though. Go watch Thor Ragnarok, everybody. Thor Ragnarok is good. Woo! What a great movie, huh?
Funny, so funny.
All right.
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, guys. So you guys know the deal. Share this with your friends if they want to watch an
Hurry up, the
hour-long-
battery's dying.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, TroubleShooters podcast every Tuesday. Find it on SoundCloud, and we're trying to get on other podcast services. Like I said, my name is Cameron.
I'm Gomez.
I'm Abraham. All right, thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.